You come in as the reigning Cy Young Award winner, and the Blue Jays gave up a good package to get you. You feel responsibility to that.
At this time last year, R.A. Dickey was adjusting to a new team, followed around by 60 Minutes, was promoting a new book, had just returned from India, and was preparing for the WBC. If that sounds like a lot, it is.
Last year that was a challenge. This year I don't necessarily have those same challenges, but I have other challenges. So, I don't look at it as a time that I regret at all. I simply look at it as a time to learn from and try to apply what I learned to this year.
Obviously, if he had performed better, nobody would have questioned the things that were going on. But he was pulled in a lot of different directions in spring training. He had a difficult start in the transition from the NL East to the AL East, meeting all the guys. I mean, it's difficult to go from one team to another, and obviously the expectations were very high.
On top of everything else, Dickey was battling pain in his upper back, something he had to deal with through most of the season.
I'm happy to report that I feel great. Been working out hard, and there's not a soul that will come in front of you in spring training and say that they're not in the best shape of their life. That's just part of it. But I will say that I feel good and am optimistic.
Although Dickey found his groove over the last few months of the season, he was still haunted by the long ball, especially at Rogers Center, where he gave up 23 home runs.
That's going to happen, and I got to find a way, more importantly, to keep people off base when that happens. I think what hurt me last year was not necessarily the number of home runs, but the number of home runs with 1 and 2 people on base.
He's comfortable here now. He knows the situation. He knows the Rogers Center. He knows how the ball carries. He knows what he needs to do. He made tremendous adjustments through the course of last year. And you look at his numbers over the second half of the season, they were very good.
Dickey has always referred to his knuckleball as a work in progress, something he'll constantly try to improve, but likely will never perfect. The good news for Dickey and the Blue Jays is, with no World Baseball Classic or nagging injuries, he'll have more time this spring to work on that knuckleball to make sure come opening day it's as effective as it possibly can be. Barry Davis, Sportsnet, Dunedin.